Hi guys and welcome back to the FSL Valorant Circuit 2021. We are onto game number 5 of day 1 of the group stages. This time around it's going to be our Philippines team, 7S Sakura going up against full Thai squad. Phenomenal. I think this is the first time that we're seeing them today. Of course this is the lower bracket, so we saw 7S Sakura drop their game earlier on, and of course they are playing a double elimination. So the teams have a second chance to make it back into the league, and this is their second chance.
This is their second chance, which means if they lose, that's...
They need to wait till the next month for next month's Valorant Open to try and gain as many points possible as they can on top of the leaderboard. Of course, just to remind you guys of our format this time around, we're switching things up. It's a bit different compared to last year's Valorant Open. This time around, we do have the FSL Valorant Circuit.
That's right.
That is being launched. It's going to run for 8 months. So we will have monthly circuits, one per month for the next 6 months, and then the wild card, and then FSL Elite over in October. So the teams definitely want to pick up as many points as they can throughout the entirety of the first 6-month circuit.
Yeah, you want to be like that hungry hippo, you know, get as many points, as many balls as possible. I believe, if I remember the graphic correctly, it was first place gets you 10 points. So if you consistently get 10 points for every FSL Valorant Open that you play in, that's like a given that you're gonna be in
Yeah,
the FSL
I
Elite.
think they've if you win 2 of the FSL
Then you're good.
Valorant, yeah, then then it's just straight to get into Elite. I think 2 wins is the max that they will allow you, something like that.
But you can just join again if you want the FSL Open prize money.
That is true. That's sweet. I think it's 5K for the FSL Elite.
Oh yeah.
Prize pool.
For FSL Open prize pool, it's $1,000. First place gets you 500 SGD, so that's pretty nice. You know, 500 SGD. You might want to pick up an Intel processor or something like that.
From our nice sponsors.
Yeah, our nice sponsors. Very, very nice sponsors. Of course, and to bring it up, we have to pay the bills, you know. So our sponsors are Intel. Of course, you know them for their processors. Get your nice, smooth frame rate when you're playing Valorant. Maybe even if you stream, you want to have something that can handle streaming and gaming at the same time. But aside from that, we are also supported by Yahoo, as well as the Singapore Esports Association. And of course, another sponsor, a new one, is Tokenized Exchange.
Yep, just joined us this year. You know, just partnering up with FSL. Now that you know the circuit has expanded, we've brought on a couple of shiny new sponsors this time around. Huge props to them. And guys, we are in a game for game number 5 of the group stage, day number 1, and I'm hyped because this is the first time we're seeing Icebox. We've been watching the map bans for every single round of the earlier group stage games, and pretty much every team, they're like, you know what, we're just gonna first ban Icebox.
The very first map that gets banned is Icebox.
They're like, you know what, we're just gonna get this out of the way. No one wants Icebox.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm so excited that we're finally gonna see Phenomenal versus 7S Sakura. I think there's kind of a bit of a difference between maps that you like to play and maps that you watch in competitive, because I think Icebox as well as Haven by far and away some of the most exciting maps to watch. Really hard to play because the map is so huge, so open. There's so much potential to really need to play mid out properly. But yeah, here's the rotate gonna come in there. Phenomenal is a bit late just because Icebox is so huge, even running through CT side. You don't really have so much time once you spot out the enemy team, but it's going to be a 4v4, so pretty even. Plansnet bomb isn't going to go down just yet. KJ Tower going to spot someone out round main. There's another one around flank though.
Well, I think they want to rotate. I mean, after getting shot in the head by the Jet player like that, oh man, you definitely don't want to push in anymore. But they are leaving one player still around pipes on A site. Remaining 3 are rotating all the way through green and yellow box, and that's going to be a little bit long, so they're going to get a couple of shots into them from the side of the team Phenomenal. A little bit of a leer on the left side of yellow box. just to play with them a little bit, because look at your mini-map.
30
The
seconds
Sage
left.
player is rotating all the way back onto A site. What a big brain play from Team Phenomenal.
What a switcheroo coming
7S.
out from 7S Sakura. It's going to be 1v1 actually. There's Nugella on the Sage, planning for the backside. There is the... Oh, yep, she's got Omen watching around the flank, and there's the rest of her team. But wow, rotations is going to be the name of the game this time around. And I think it was...
One enemy
7S
remaining.
Sakura that did pick the Icebox map, I believe. So you got to think, you know, if you're a team that is that confident in playing Icebox, you've got to come
They
prepared.
came
You've
prepared.
got to do your homework, and that's what it looks like in this very first round 1.
They definitely came prepared. I mean, even the Sage wall was so well placed, and Alex just knowing that they're going to be around the side of Rafters. It's going to be an easy shot, an easy first round win for the side of 7S Sakura. These girls know what they're doing. I mean, you might have talked about how this map is open, people don't really like it. These girls seem to like it. They seem to know what they're doing. I mean, that big brain play, just leaving one player to clear out the site while the rest try to sell a fake.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Inspired. 200 IQ, 5-hit play right there. I love what we saw. I'm actually wondering, we won't see it this game, but actually in competitive, a lot of the way that teams defend on Iceboxes, they actually 5-stack, especially on the pistol round, on either A or B, just because and then you just kind of have like a 50-50 whether the team is going to go there. We didn't really see it this time around. I think Phenomenal opted to just go for that standard split on defense, which means, as you can see right now, going to have a much harder time trying to come and go rotate for the retake.
well, looks like it's gonna be an easy take as well for V3. It's pistols against
Spike
some
planted.
pistols, some specters, and of course the team with the higher firepower will be performing better this time, but Nixus says no, say hello to my classic instead. But Nukella comes back in with the trade. 2v3 right now. They do have the spike down, so they should just be sitting comfortably waiting for Team Phenomenal to push. Of course, though, Pew Pew will be pew-pewing away with her classic. Gets a nice headshot, heals herself back up. 1v2 still, though. She only has a classic. At this range, she could take Nukella out, but the bigger threat is Yuta, who is at the back of the site. She will peek this time, and she will be putting bullets into Pew Pew. So no more pew-pewing, I guess?
I think she was just pew this round.
Oh, yeah.
She only got that one kill. She
Pew.
didn't get the pew pew. She only got one. But still, 7S Sakura with that gun difference, they're going to make it a very easy round. What are you still laughing about that? Come on.
I love the name, I just gotta say, man,
Yeah.
it's Pew Pew.
Yeah, we were looking in the gun lobby. There's a girl called Call Me Babe as well, too. And I was like, you know what? If she pops off this game, I'm going to call her. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm sure you can, you know, just slide in a Discord DM or something. But right now, again, it's another A take. They're trying to apply pressure on this site time and time after again. You can definitely hear the footsteps as they jump around the site. Call me babe, or should I just call her babe? I don't know.
mean,
She's-
I'll call her anything she wants if she gets those shots down.
Let's see if she will. She's trying to get some information as they are pushing onto the site right now. Alex with her leer doesn't quite blind Sholey. Will be trying to spray down, finally connecting onto Arya, but gets shot in the back by Alex, who pushed screens.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing about the Vandal one-tap. If you actually don't land that first hit shot, the spray afterwards is just not as comparable to the Phantom. You really need to be confident in your first exchange. But talk about confidence, PP is just absolutely going to land that one straight into Nukella. Once again, we see her in that 1v2 situation. This time is versus the Raze as well as the KJ. Not going to make it happen. It's always a bit of a tall order when you're in a 1v2. Considering the fact that you're on Icebox, you're on A site, which is absolutely huge. Like that, you kind of need to at least pick off one member, fake the diffuse, and then get the second one. It's not an easy task. We've seen her try to make it happen 2 times in a row now. I like what we're seeing. She's definitely trying to go for it, but so far, just execution-wise, not able to finish it off.
Yeah, like you said, you know, tall order, and not to mention, I mean, it's Icebox after all. It's also tall in the form of height. There are so many different vertical angles to look out for, so many height vantage points that people could hide at, and that's exactly why they planted the spike over on the second floor instead of the first. So right now, trying to contest this A side is Jolie. One little hit shot, she gets her knives back. Now she's going back to look for more. Let's see if she will be able to double dip. Of course, though, things are slowed down after that initial frag, and it looks like the 4 remaining players will be able to get a res. Let's see if they will rotate, but they might be sandwiched at the back as well because Pew is actually rotated all the way to the flank. She might want to keep them down if they do instead try to push it in through mid. Oh, but she does get taken out. Nixes, though, will trade things up. 3v4 right now. Let's see what the attacking team will do.
Yep, 3v3. Looks like they're going to rotate around towards B. However, KJ has already set up all of her utility right at B long. So this is going to be really difficult. Yep, does get spotted out by the tower. They do manage to take it down, though. Again, it's the gun dip, but they do trigger the alarm bot. Not sure if they are currently vulnerable. It means they're going to take double damage. Although Phenomenal do have pistols, so it's not the end of the world, but that's a nice wall placement right now. Gela getting the jump onto Victoria, and there's that spike. Nice wall right there, just kind of blocking out the rest of the team, and that's an easy double kill from Call Me Babe.
I think that was a thrifty round as well for Team Phenomenal.
Yep, they were rocking pistols that time.
Amazing. I mean, Victoria was just lying in wait. She knew exactly when to peek. She knew that they would be rotating, and as soon as she heard something come out with the Sheriff, pop a couple of shots, and they will be securing the first win in this game. Team Phenomenal back on the board. They should be able to buy this round. Yes, they will. Of course, they have a couple of ultimates as well, and this could spell trouble for 7S Sakura.
Yeah, we did see that very early Sage res that came out from 7S Sakura early on at the start, just to make sure it was a 5v5. It didn't quite work out for them at the end of the round. Also, another thing I wanted to point out is that KJ has been starting on the B side. We actually usually see KJ start on A a lot, just because the line of sight that you get from the, if you put your tower on the elevated spot, it just sees all the way down towards a nest over at A. So usually we do see a lot of KJ starting there, but the fact that she's been starting on B was really why they managed to catch 7S Sakura on the back foot. So it was really lucky because all her utility was right at the entrance of B, so they caught 7S Sakura on the rotate.
Really, really smart plays. This is what happens when you read the game right now. Let's see if Team Phenomenal will be able to come up with a read of their own. Time and time after again, it's been a lot of pushes onto A site, and that's why they're playing really defensive positions. Dark cover has been sounded off to the middle as well, but another middle play is Nixes. She takes out Asuza as she tries to blast pack her way onto the tube, I think. Jolie picks up a kill as well on B side as they try to rotate over. This will be problematic. That's 3 players down already. The 2 remaining players are facing off against Victoria right now. Switches to her pistol, headshot into Aria's head, and of course it's going to be a flawless victory.
Yeah, really nicely done from Phenomenal that time around. You know, I can't wait for these girls to pop off, and then, you know, we can talk about how that play was phenomenal. Look, hear me out. So we've got a team that their tag is Phenomenal. They're playing up against a girl whose real name is literally Miracle. I mean, this storyline writes itself.
Yeah, it writes itself. You got Phenomenals, you got Miracles. What else can you want?
Just to remind you guys back home, since we are in the lower bracket for both of these teams, stakes are high. If they do lose this game, they need to wait 1 entire month to participate in FSL once again. So there's the entrance onto A again. Paint shells, Omen smokes being dropped early. There's that grenade. It's not really going to get anyone in that spot, though.
That is a dangerous spot indeed. Jolie somehow stays alive, but now she will get taken out by Arian with her Spectre. They know that they're getting flanked after the leer has been sounded out, and now they're just trying to stay cautious, trying to stay frosty as Nixes toys with them. Look at these peeks.
No!
Start her step a little bit, but she does get taken out at the end thanks to Arian.
That's
Paranoia ready. Uh-oh. panic.
Yeah, that Reyna Omen 1v1, that was just pure panic right there. Like, they spotted out each other, and then as you could see on the screen, there was that left, right, just crosshair kind of on the body. I think when I kind of made the switch from playing MOBA to picking up an FPS game, I was asking my friends, like, you know, how do I play Valorant? And they were like, C-head, click head.
C-head, click head.
Sounds easy, but in practice, so much harder.
Pretty much true. And I mean, that's why you panic at times when you're trying to rotate off and then you see someone. It's like you're caught like a deer in headlights and you just, oh my god. Of course, I think we have a little bit of a tactical pause right now. I'm not sure if it's
one time,
technical issues?
Yeah, because FSL, they do run their tournament in a couple of different games. For example, they have their League of Legends, so that's Dota, and even for League, they've got the team tournament. They've also got the 1v1 ARAM solos, which I've played in a few times. And there was this one time I was playing the ARAM solo. I had my face cam and like your keyboard, your mouse cam set up just because, you know, FSL needs to make sure everyone playing is female. And there was one part, I think like I died or I got jumped on, and I panicked so hard, I physically jumped in my seat. My phone dropped, and then the staffers were like, "You need to fix your
your camera." I know you jumped, but rules are rules.
They saw everything. They saw everything.
Hey, you know, face cam, it makes for good content, right?
Oh,
but
no.
It looks like it's going to be another A hit this time, Alex. She's prepping that leer. She wants to flash out of the smoke and push in aggressively. We have Souza on the top of the pipes as well, but somehow Sholi survives. Down to 35, and she gets healed by her Raze as well. I mean, her Sage. Of course, a lot of shots being shouted onto Belt right now, and no survivors except for Yuta and the lone Sage.
Yeah, they're in a rough spot. Their Sage is about half health. She's
Yeah,
she had 34 seconds on her heal CD, so it's always going to be a bit difficult right now. 1v5. I'm not sure there's not that much that Yuta can do. I say that, but she picks up that headshot. She's down to 20 health, though. Doesn't have any form of sustain or a heal left. And now that she's given up her position, so Phenomenal know that she's here. It's 30 seconds. She doesn't really have time to run to any other site. So Phenomenal should be able to just camp out, wait for Yuta to show herself. Very likely at A main. And they pick up that easy kill.
Fairly easy. Like you said, they knew where she was. All they had to do was wait. Kind of, yeah, just sitting outside the fishing hole with your fishing pole and just wait for something to bite.
Like Pokemon.
Oh my god.
When you're like low level and you only have Old Rod and you're like, great, another Magikarp.
Another Magikarp. Hey, Magikarps turn into Gyarados.
It's a really good story to, like, you know, tell kids that if you work hard for long enough, someday you can be powerful too. Someday you can be radiant or immortal.
Exactly.
Quack.
So you're saying that to me right now? Girl, okay, I'm getting targeted, but it's alright. We're going back into the game. We have a defender Killjoy lockdown in play, and that effectively pushes them off of Garage. Now they're looking to rotate. We have a couple of players by mid. One fell by A site, and this is Nukella. You can see it. She's waiting. She's thinking, do I res? Now she does. And of course, this is information to Phenomenal players as well. Sholi spots out the same boombot, same plays from Asuza time and time after again. But this time, it's going to be the showstopper that puts a stop to Phenomenal's defenses. Alex gets control over the site, and the spike will go down. 2v3, let's go.
Yeah, Souza picking up a very nice double kill off of the back of that one. Showstopper as well as that nice one tap with her rifle. Right now, Victoria and Sage gonna be on the side. Oh! No! Does manage to pick up Azusa. Gets the jump on her, which is weird because Azusa was camping that corner too. Knew that they would be coming around there, but they're going to make it even 2v2. We'll see what they can do. Bomb sticking. We've got about 15 more seconds. Going to miss that headshot. Nugela gets that very nice pick with that stinger as well. So max eco right there does go down very low. 1v2. Pew Pew, can she make it happen though? Gets taken out by Alex, but what a close round that was. It are going to go to 4-4. Not just close round, it's a close game between these two teams.
Really, really close. It seems like they are evenly matched almost, but I mean, just taking a look at the information that we have, 7S Sakura are actually lower ranked than the phenomenal players. We are talking about golds and plats versus diamonds and plats. So the fact that 7S Sakura are actually winning rounds, I am thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work, baby. And I think we can kind of see that as well from the way that they're playing, which is we're seeing a lot of body shots. Actually, a lot of the times these girls aren't going straight for the hit. They're just going for that 3 or 4 body shots to make sure they get the kill. And I like what we're seeing from them because that just means that, you know, they know what their weaknesses are. And a lot of times we see like multiple people, we see the stacking just to make sure that they can secure the kill. So they're not so much going for those flashy, I'm going to get that 1v1 on you off of mid, I'm not going to go for the flank or the picks. They're really kind of playing it a bit more close and just knowing how to make up for the fact that they are lower elo and might not have as crisp or as fast shooting as their other team.
Exactly, and that is why Valorant is such a beautiful game. It's not so much just about aim and mechanic. I mean, sure, yeah, those are flashy, really fun to watch, but it's all about tactics. I mean, just look at what Victoria's doing right now. She might have missed a spray, but she bought enough time for Pew Pew to rotate over and pick up a trade. This is teamwork at full potential right now. And we have a wall up as well. Pew, she knows that there's a player on the other side. She doesn't go for the peek just yet. Now she will. And that is a free kill. 3v3. The retake is in motion. And of course, Phenomenal are looking to win this round.
Oh, it's going to be Sage. They don't know that she's behind yellow, though.
You should run.
Okay, so there's the lockdown gonna be used. Reina getting taken out during the Empress as well is really a bit of a wasted ultimate. Oh, Aryan. Knives to the body right there. Just 3 straight into the heart. They're going to close that round off. Nicely done. But I mean, Reina also, you had the sound cue. She popped her Empress, but then she got instantly taken out. So that's a big ouch right there. It's not going to cost as much just because compared to the other agents, Reina has very fast charge in terms of her ultimate. Yeah, it is 6, right? Compared to something like Breach or Razor, you've got that 7. That you need to stack. So it's not the end of the world, but still. She would have wanted to use to make more out of that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Popping Empress like that, you gotta wait for the animation to play out. So you definitely want to be hiding somewhere safe before you use it, not in the middle of a firefight. And at the same time, Aryan at the back of that match, that round, you could see the confusion on her. She was really caught between a rock and a hard place. Not like Asusa right now. Asusa just completely gets smashed. She keeps going for that same pipe shot that Shirley knows. And now the dark cover has an actual gap over by the right side. And that allows for an easy kill. Now Nixus comes into play. It's all up to Utah. Things are just falling apart.
Yeah, Utah, this is at least the 3rd or 4th time she's been in this situation the entire day. Because she's playing backline. She's more often than not, she does hold on to the spike. She's playing that Killjoy. But 1v5, I mean, she's not going to back down. She doesn't even have the spike, though, and gets picked off by Solia. It's going to be a double kill in the hands of this operator, Jet. That's got to be brutal. I mean, Utah as well. Props to this girl. She's been in that situation so many times where she's like, wait a minute. My whole team is dead. Guys, what happened? Where are you? But it's nice to see that, you know, she didn't back down. She's still trying to find some opportunity where she could pick up Spike, maybe get the extra 300 if she managed to sneak off a plant somewhere. Yeah. So, good effort. Good on her to try, but ultimately it didn't work out. But we still are seeing a very close game.
I mean, she was super close. Almost got Shirley killed. I mean, she was down to 2 points of health. If she actually managed to get it, then she would have gotten a free operator, and that could have been a lot of value as well. But right now, Shirley, this is a very strong position. It seems like nobody wants to push it anymore because they have gotten killed before. It's going to be a little bit of a jiggle peek by New Kella just to get information. They know that she's there, and now they know A side, I mean, maybe not the one that we want to hit. Let's go somewhere else instead, or wait for someone to push.
Yeah, that was a cute jiggle peek from Nukilla. In general, like the way that you want to peek is you never want to crouch peek. That's the worst out of all the peeks. You can either jiggle peek or wide crouch peek. That's it. You don't want to squat and then slowly. That is the worst.
You're an easy target.
But yeah, cute play from Nukilla. You know, did the jiggle peek. They were like, okay, you know what? The op is here. Let's go somewhere else. We don't want to deal with that. It's 6 and 4, but yep, as you're talking about, that's not what you want to deal with. So he picks up a nice op shot onto Ali X, and right now Nukilla this time. She's the last one on the team, gonna get 1v5. Jet goes wide. Nukilla just standing straight on the spot actually, and just gonna spray Nix's down. So it does pick up one, however, but it's not gonna mean that much in terms of eco to Phenomenal, just because I believe they do have the consecutive bonus also from their win streak. You can just take a look at the eco on the side of 7S Sakura. They are going to go with 4 Spectres and just that one Vandal. Vandal with Light Shield too. So it's definitely off on the back foot right here.
Yeah, definitely want to slow things down a little bit as well. They have 4 Spectres. Looks like they want to try to find something pushing through B. But the thing is, every time they go through green, they're met by this superbly strong Killjoy. Her setup is just unstoppable. The Nanoswarm there just keeps them sandwiched in a corner. Now they will be pushing through, but Victoria is still lurking over by the back of Yellow. She will eat a Boombot though, so that's going to be painful. Gets traded off by Alex. It's going to be a res in play as well. 4v2. They get the spike down. And where are the Phenomenal players? They're all the way over by mid and back.
Satchel, here it is.
Oh no. Suza, she blew up the wall!
Yeah!
No!
Oh, man! Well, we're 4v2. It's not the end of the world for her, even though it goes wide. It's kind of expecting, you know, that Satchel ultimate coming out from Raze. Kind of expecting her to get a kill out, but right now, kind of bad spot reloading is going to get taken out by Ali X this time. So, Phenomenal. They're in a tough spot. Yeah. They're kind of, you know, their decision right there is, do I want to save? Do I want to try and pick up the operator off of Soli's dead body and then just carry that 5k gun into the next round? Or do I want to go for the 1v4? So it's always going to be a bit rough because she was kind of far away from where Soli died too. So it wouldn't have been very easy for her to try and carry that gun into round 13. Wait, sorry, they swapped.
Yeah, they swapped. It's the second half.
This happens every time. My boomer eyes, man.
Happens to me as well, don't worry.
I need glasses.
But, yeah, that was quite a hairy round.
I'm surprised that we're not seeing sheriffs coming out, actually. It's gonna be 4 ghosts and then 1 classic light shield on the side of Phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then just Ghost Classics all
Pistol round, if you go with the Sheriff, you don't have money to buy utility.
Exactly.
So
it's very aggressive. It's one of the things that you expect, like, you know, probably your Jet Opera to do.
Yeah. If you're like, insane.
Or like Inari from Celeste. Yes. If you're Inari, you just straight up, I've got 800. All right, I'm buying this 800 gun.
Yep. It's definitely a statement. But another statement would be the Sage Wall that just pushed the Phenomenal players all the way back over into CT, where they met one of the 7S Sakura players. So it's going to be an even 4-4 right now. Of course, the rotates are being heard as well. So 7S Sakura, they're trying to make their way onto site. They're trying to be careful about it as well. We can see that Shioli is taking the shorter route, and she will find Nukella in the midst of that. So defensive retake is a little bit weakened at this point, but at the same time, information has been passed on over to Phenomenal's side. This is going to be a lot of trouble for 7S Sakura. 2v4 now.
Yeah, Lear doesn't even quite go off, but she doesn't really need it. She just gets the kill onto Omen, and here you can see it's just bomb planted right out in the open, kind of close to the default box. A little more open than we usually do see, but once again, we've done 1v4. Her tower does get taken out here, and that's the thing, you know, you're on the pistol round. There's really not all that much of a difference to you to try and like eco that into the next round. So a lot of times when you see like a 1v4, 1v3 situation at the end. Most of the time, if you're the only one up, your team's probably going to yell at you to go for it, right? The thing is, I mean, earlier on, we were talking about the Ghosts and Classic. Ghost headshot is 105. So if you get a shot straight through the head, most people don't buy a light armor the first time around. I think out of all 10 of the girls just now, I think only one of them had that light shield. Yeah, one of them had that light shield. So it's pretty cost effective in that sense if you know that like they're gonna go for the Ghost. Very likely if you can land those headshots, if you have confidence in that one tap, you can pick up the kill.
Let's see if the confidence pays off. Right now, they're fairly confident as well, coming off of the high of that previous round win. It's going to be full Spectres descending upon this A site. They're just flooding in, taking out every single corner. Anyone that shows up in their face, it's just body shots. Who cares? We can run and gun with this submachine gun. And, oh, it's not looking good. Last 2 players alive, and it doesn't seem like they're able to do anything. Nukella really down low as well. 30 points of health. She swings. And it's Sholi who puts a final shot to her head. 9-5 right now, Phenomenal.
That's just gun diff right there. Phenomenal knew that they were. That's when you just all chat gun diff.
Gun diff.
Gun diff. Like Phenomenal, they're rocking all Spectres. The Summon Sakura, they full ecoed, so they just only had their classics. They weren't even trying to go for a stinger, for example. I think we used to see some people go for, you know, the Spectres if they wanted to force. That, like, so it would be a 5 Spectre versus 5 stingers in that situation, but it's not really the meta that we see in FSL. I think a lot of the girls opt to just completely full eco second time around, so they knew they were likely going to lose that one, but right now, round 3, this is where it counts.
Looked like
she's got her ult round 3 already. What?
Nukella wanted to pick up the ult orb, but unfortunately the wall was just a little bit too shallow.
Yeah.
So she doesn't get it. Sholi actually just dashes onto the back of site though, picks up a kill, and this creates so much space. They gain entry off of that one clip.
She didn't get taken out by the tower, but tower was a big part of why Soli died. That was really brutal because she had the tower hitting her at close range. And the thing is, for that tower, it fires 3 consecutive shots. The closer you are, the more damage it's going to do per shot. And it fires 3 times before it actually stops and needs to pick up the target before it aggroes you again. The thing is, Soli had popped her knives, so
you don't want to use knives.
Exactly. She didn't want to waste her knives on the tower. When she realized that she was actually getting chunked out, she swapped to her pistol, but by then it was way too late because pistol shots versus KJ Tower is gonna take so many shots to bring it down, and she was like at 7 health when she got taken out. So
yeah, that's okay. They won the round anyway.
They did. They didn't need that, but
and ooh, based off of that Omen smoke, Sholi actually gains free entry over into Tube right now. And this could be a big lurk flank onto Kitchen. She takes Aryan down. Nukella should know her position, but it looks like she doesn't want to contest it. A lot of smokes over onto B site, and they do get the spike down. Sholi finally gets taken down by Asuza with the judge. Hey, that's the raise shotty.
Shotgun raise, man, all day, every day.
Let's see if it pays off.
I mean, that was, what was it, Kitchen, I think was where she picked up that kill, and that's just very standard. You know, if you have the shotgun raise, you kind of start either around Tube or you're at Kitchen, just where you want to hold a short position. And she did get 1 kill, however, does get taken out at the end by Call Me Babe. So this round is going to go over to Phenomenal. They did have a very default setup for the plant, which was, you know, you have the Sage wall over by the boxes, and then that gives you a very safe space to then plant the spike. After that, you really only need to watch out for anyone coming by around Snowman and over around the 2nd floor. This is very textbook from them.
Yeah, you can see that Phenomenal are starting to hit their stride. They know exactly how and when to hit these sites. Meanwhile, 7S Sakura not quite able to find these little cracks and stop Team Phenomenal from pushing through. Again, it's another hit onto the A site. The wall is up, but it's not even a factor for them. They're just going to smoke it out, maybe zipline or dash through just like Sholi does. But this time, Asuza is ready. She's waiting for it. Showstopper sends it into their faces, and now 5v3. They might have gotten the spike down. but it's okay. No, I stand corrected. Call me babe, picks up 2 but falls. It's a 2v1 now, and it's all up to Arian. She's so far back. The alarm bot gave her position away, and she gets the win.
Yeah, they
Pew.
didn't even need that VALORANT
Match
onto Uma. They just straight up were able to gun her down. But Azusa, that was friendly fire on her grenade. I think she tried to shoot it over the top, but then it rebounded back towards her. She was like, wait a minute, there's no raise on their team, it's mine. She tried to back out really quick, but yeah, that splash damage from that. She started off really well. I think she was in a very creative spot. That's the thing with the Raze with the satchels. Agents such as Jet and Raze, you can always boost yourself up to those high spots, which you do see a lot of in Icebox. So that was very good at the start of the round. Just follow up after that, but left something to be desired, but are into match point for Phenomenal.
Yeah, match point. One more, and Seven Sakura are out of this tournament, and things are not looking good. The Leers, the Sage Orbs, everything is hurting them right now. 2v4, 2v3 now. Hopefully Alex can make a comeback as she has her Empress. This is going to be it. She has to make a play now or never. She gets shot in the back from Pew Pew. Oh, this is not good.
This is the last player left. If she can't clutch this one out, her team is out of the season of FSL. Oh, they're gonna make it a 1v3. It's absolutely brutal. There's Pew Pew with the plant. She's gonna have to try and retake this as a raise, though. Uses the pain just like, no, she's here. What? Can she make the miracle play happen? No, it's not enough. Mixes gets that kill onto the end. I like the way she went for it, though. She threw that satchel on the ground. She was hoping that, you know, with that elevation, usually with that skill shot, sometimes lesser players aren't able to just track your hit as you're flying through the sky. But I mean, you know, 3v1, Phenomenal didn't need that at all. They were able to clutch that one out pretty fast, I want to say.
Yeah, no miracle play, but a phenomenal one at the end. So, 7 Sin Sakura. I don't know. Nah.
What song is this?
Hey, goodbye. They're out of the tournament.
They are, but I still don't know what song that.
You don't know that song?
Am I too old or too young? I can't tell.
Too young. Wait, that's a really old song. Okay, maybe.
Are you the boomer on this desk?
Could be. I don't know. I'm a secret boomer, right? But that's gonna be that for now. Phenomenal are the ones who take the win away, 13-5. So that's gonna be that, and we'll be back with the next game. Right now in the lower bracket, we'll see who's next. Don't go away, guys. We'll be right back.